Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the water pump and thermostat. First thing you want to do is loosen these 4 nuts while the belt is still on. We already removed it because of the previous videos. So the next thing, we'll take this pulley out. It's just 4 10mm bolts. This is a 2008 BMW 750 Li. So remove the bolts and move the pulley out. Then you can check the pump you bought to see where the bolts are, but we're gonna remove those hoses, which are standard BMW fast connector hoses. So you do it like this and like this, and they probably stuck in there, so they're gonna require a lot of force, most likely. Spray it with a WD-40 and it's gonna be easier. Yep, this one came out pretty good. The other one we have on the bottom right here. We already removed the tensioner. It's a 16mm bolt in the middle. That's pretty much it. Yep, this hose is gone, so I'm gonna need to get this one most likely, because you see there's pieces of the hose got stuck on the pump. Like this is a rubber seal and this is the plastic connector right there, like, well, I can say a bracket that holds the seal in place. This shouldn't be out. So we disconnected all the hoses. If you want to replace them, that's a good time to do so. There's the lower radiator hose and the one from expansion tank to the water pump. So now we have to remove all its 10mm bolts. One right in the middle, that's the long one. Then we go down. Here's another one. I will not remove the thermostat because we can remove this whole thing together. It's 5 bolts total. This is number 3 right here. I'll put this aside. Number 4 right under it. And the trickiest one is number 5. So the number 5 is right here. You can feel it. It's right between the crankshaft pulley. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to use this small 10mm open wrench. I'm going to take it out. On the pulley, we have a little gap right here. If you can zoom it in, like right here is the gap. So if we move this pulley right next to the bolt, we can actually take it out pretty easy. It's a 27mm nut over there. So we put this in here and rotate it clockwise. Until it's approximately right in front of the bolt. So the next thing I'm going to do is, using both hands, I'll fill the bolt. Alright, it's on. And I got it loose. So when you got it loose, it's easy to use your both hands and just take it off with your fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna take the rest of the bolts out. They are all the same length except one. One is the longest one, so they all like this. Five bolts total. but the only one is longer than the others. And we'll loosen that one off. So we got 4, and the one is on the bottom. We like almost completely took it off. It's right, almost right in front of. Yep, it feels like it's out, so now we're gonna remove the pump. Alrighty, that's it, water pump and thermostat removed. This is the last bolt. So a little like trick, if you have just a couple millimeters shorter bolt, it's gonna be easier for you to install. But we're gonna show you anyways how to use this one. So what we're gonna do next is install. I assembled the new thermostat and the water pump. So I'm gonna put this bottom bolt in, and we're just gonna angle it until it meets the thread. Oh, and it's in. Got it in, but not fully. That's a really tough process. And now we're just gonna align those guys. Here we go. And check on the bolt right there. Yep, you're all good. So tighten it with the fingers and install the rest of the bolts. The only other thing we'll have to do is transfer the coolant temperature sensor from the pump, which is a 22 millimeter thing, and that's it. Install everything back.